Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Palace online crash course classes. Today the first video in second year. Today I will complete electrostatics. That means total moving this electric charges and fields and electric potential and capacitance. We will have a just recap of the formulas. So in electrostatics, first what you have to remember is formula you have to remember is Q is equal to Ne. Charge is always quantized, it is an integral multiple of electron charge. And next, Coulomb's law. According to Coulomb's law, force acting on two charges is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. If you write this in vector form, F bar is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R cube into R bar, and electric field is equal to F by Q. Force experienced by unit north pole is called electric field, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. If there are many number of electric fields, net electric field is equal to E1 bar plus E2 bar plus E3 bar and so on. Next what we can discuss is electric flux. Electric flux. The number of electric field lines passing through unit normal area is called electric flux, that is equal to E bar dot A bar. E bar dot A bar, that is equal to EA cos theta. And electric field line, what is meaning of electric field line? Electric field line is the path followed by the unit positive charge. If two positive charges are there, if this positive and negative are there, electric field lines will start from positive charge and end into negative charge. If two positives are there, electric field lines will be in this direction, like this. They will get repelled like this. Next topic you have to discuss is dipole. A positive charge and negative charge separated by a distance of 2a is called a dipole. And dipole moment P bar is equal to one of the charges into distance between them. And electric field at any point of the dipole is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught R cube into root of 3 cos square theta plus 1. If it is axial line, here you substitute 0. If it is equatorial line, substitute 90 into P here, P will be there. Electric field on axial line is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 P R by R square minus A square whole square. This is on axial line. Electric field on equatorial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square plus X square whole power 3 by 2, means R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. And when an electric dipole is kept in a uniform electric field, it experiences torque. Torque is equal to P bar cross E bar. P bar cross E bar. That is equal to P sin theta. P sin theta. Next, if you want to calculate electric field of a ring, electric field of ring on its axial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into d by d square plus r square whole power 3 by 2, where d is the distance from the center of the ring. And next after this you have to study Gauss law. Gauss law. According to Gauss law, electric flux E bar dot A bar is equal to Q by epsilon naught, and electric field due to a wire is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught R. This is due to a wire. Gauss first application. Next, sigma by 2 epsilon naught is the electric field due to a plate of infinitely long sheet, and you know inside a hollow sphere electric field is 0. On the surface of hollow sphere is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. On the surface of hollow sphere is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Inside it is 0, outside you will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by small r. If it is a hollow sphere, electric field inside it is 0 until radius r it is 0, afterwards it decreases like this. This is E, this is R. If it is solid, electric field is proportional to R up to the radius, then afterwards decreases like this. This is the difference. When I am discussing gravitation also, I told the same thing. Gravitation and electrostatics both are same. The thing is only in place of charge there you will have masses, and type of force is there it is only attraction, here it is repulsion as well as attraction. So these formulas if you see in any available book of JEE or NEET in the market you will find. Then how to solve problems? Your main situation comes when student has to solve the problems. Everybody knows what is Coulomb's law. Even if I tell same, even Coulomb also tell same law. Then how to apply this based on the questions? We can take one small example how to apply this Coulomb's laws. Let us take 3 charges of charge q are placed along the vertices of an equilateral triangle. If I want to find electric field at one of the vertex, if I want to find electric field at vertex B, 3 charges are there, 3 charges are placed along the vertices of an equilateral triangle. If I want to find electric field at B, here you place a unit positive charge. Unit positive charge you have to place first. Every time you have to always be ready with a unit positive charge. Then if you want to find electric field here, this positive charge will repel this unit positive charge. This is in this direction. Let us take this as E1. Next, this positive charge also will repel this. Let us take this as E2. Okay. There are both E1 and E2 are acting at an angle 60 degrees. Then E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square if r is the distance, r is the side length. E2 also same. Then similarly you can find E net is equal to root of E1 square plus E2 square plus 2 E1 E2 cos 60 here by using a law called parallelogram law of vectors, which you have studied in your first year PUC. So mostly in CET most part of your questions are from second year only. Students will think that if I know second year I will get CET rank, but that is totally wrong. In physics knowledge about all chapters are required. This is the formula what you studied in first year in parallelogram law of vectors, but now here also we can use it. So by using this you will get root 3e, and root 3 if you substitute you will get the question. Suppose in this question, if one of the charge if I made negative, what happens? If one of the charge is made negative, if one of the charge is made negative, here I made negative minus q, plus q and plus q, just observe what happens. Again at the same vertex B, if I want to find electric field, again what I have to do? First to take a positive charge and keep it there. Then this positive charge will is attracted by this. This is E1 now. See the difference. This was the E1 in previous case, now this is E1. And this will be E2 now. Angle between them is 120. If two equal vectors are acting at an angle 120, then resultant is equal to either of them. Therefore, resultant R is equal to E only, either E1 or E2. E1 will be again same 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Similarly, like this you have to apply the you have to apply this Coulomb's law and you have to find the answers. Suppose based on Gauss law, they may ask some question. Electric field is given by 2I plus 3j, and it is passing through a cubical surface or any surface whose dimensions are along x axis it is I plus j, or whose area is, otherwise it is passing through a square plate you take, whose area is some 20 meter square. 20 meter square. Then what is the flux passing? What is the flux passing in a z plane? What is the flux passing in z plane? If the question is asked like this, what is the flux passing in the if area is present in xy plane, what is the flux passing? Now flux is equal to E bar dot A bar. If area is present in xy plane, aerial vector will be present in z plane. So aerial vector A bar I can take it as 20k. Then do the dot product, we will find the flux, you will get 0. This is the condition. Suppose if I have a cubical box and I have a wire having uniform distribution of charges, I want to pass it through this cube so that flux is maximum. The question is, a wire is given to you, that wire you have to pass it through the cube so that flux is maximum, then you have to pass it through body diagonal, that is root 3L. If it is cube, you will get root 3L. This is the condition. And in Gauss law, sometimes they will ask question like this. What is the question is, there is a cylinder which is present in a uniform electric field like this. What is the flux passing through this? Flux passing through this will be 0. Why? Because here if you take aerial vector, this will be in this direction, because you have to take outward normal. If you take here in this direction, therefore flux entering is E dot A and flux leaving also E dot A. When flux entering is equal to flux leaving, then net flux will be equal to 0. Sometimes inside a conductor they will make a cavity then what is the electric field in this cavity? Means it is 0 because no charge is there. Suppose if I keep a minus q charge or if I keep a plus q charge inside this cavity, it will induce minus q on its outer surface, this will induce plus q on this surface. If already this conductor is having a charge capital Q, then total charge is equal to, net charge is equal to q plus a, sorry, capital Q plus small q. So, this is what about your first chapter, electric charges and fields. After this we will enter into electric potential. What is electric potential is work done by charge is called electric potential. It is a scalar quantity. Electric potential V is equal to W by Q. Work done against electrostatic force of repulsion is called electric potential. It is a scalar quantity. Electric potential energy is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R. Next, work done to rotate the dipole is Pe into 1 minus cos theta. Work done to rotate the dipole in a uniform electric field is Pe into 1 minus cos theta. And next, what we can do is, next topic what you will get is capacitor. Capacitor, capacitance Q is equal to QV, Q is equal to CV, and capacitance is equal to epsilon naught A by D. If you keep a dielectric, capacitance is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T plus T by K. If you keep capacitors in series, effective capacitance is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. 1 by C is equal to, effective capacitance when they kept in series is 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. When they are in parallel, this is for series. When they are in parallel, C effective is equal to, when they are in parallel, C1 plus C2 plus C3. In series, charge remains same. If positive plate of the negative plate of first capacitor is connected to positive plate of second capacitor, they are said to be in series. In parallel, all capacitors will be connected in parallel, all capacitors will be connected, all positive plates towards one side and negative plates towards the other side. And energy stored in the capacitor, is E is equal to half CV square. And with dielectric, without dielectric, what happens to energy, you already studied in your theory classes. So, these are all about the recap of your electrostatic chapter, both electric charges and fields and electric potential and capacitance. And many example problems are there with you, and you have materials. You can see our college material and you can do the problems. If you get any doubt, you can leave in the WhatsApp group or you can leave in the comment section, so that we will discuss in the next class. In next video, we will start current electricity. Thank you for joining me. If you have any comments, you can leave in the comment box.